from black people's eye. But I remember when a sun rise, African rise. And I beg black man, please open your eyes. While I was singing and busting my liver string, black man asking me where Atlantic plays. Then they put their 14th finger on the shelf. So today, black man, you must blame yourself. Cause when I sing, they never listen where Coco say. Black man's mentality gone spectrum and PSA. Big lyrics I sing in, they wouldn't listen to me. Black man telling black man, oh black man, come out to party. I remember when I sing Shang, we don't want it. The same black brothers say Coco, you singing shit. So they say through my fault while you strike your heart. Black man, or you look for that. I want.
Let me tell you why that is the opening song. And I know the YouTube customers, clients, viewers, all the community late. And I'm sorry about that. And let me fix all your screen and keep everybody ready and nice. Because we have some real bacchanal. So if you want to share this video tonight, share it. Because watch me, Keith Rowley, my partner called me and tell me, Philip, I get a Zeppo from inside Caribbean dockyard. You see that insect vector control boat that come through limping, burning smoke like they barbecuing in the back of the ocean floor? Wait, Dorothy, wait. That is the boat that Kid Rowley and Rohan Sinanan say they cancel the boat can't come, but wait, Dorothy, wait. Inside former CL Financial owned Caribbean dry dock run by a certain man that have real questions to answer. Him, we ain't going down in he business tonight, but we'll get there one day, you know. But right now we're dealing with Caribbean dockyard, the ocean flower, and that is not the whole show. When my partner called me and tell me about this, I said, listen, that's on fire. When we bust out that mark in April, Kirkwaite and Fixing TNT was looking for cockset for mosquito. David Abdullah was lined up in Hilo looking to buy bears and ox bread. Them fellas didn't care about Trinidad and Tobago anymore. Why? Because they're red and freaking ready. So now, when it reached on fire, when the whole issue bust up, because I told Trinidad and Tobago in April, when I mentioned the superfast glacier and what was coming on the port, Trinidadians didn't understand what I was saying. Look what's going on now. So I tell my partner today, when he called me, and he tell me, he said, listen, I have a Zeppo for you. I said, what is it about? Ferry? I said, I move beyond ferry. The ferry on fire, figuratively and literally. It in front of the JSC. Christian Mute stunting with his little investigation, and I have to, the only thing that tie in this is I have a question to ask, where the commissioner of police? But that is the real show, but we're going to talk about that shortly. But they have some information that you need to know, and while we're telling everybody come on board, spread the word, share it in groups, share it in threads, tab, message mommy and tanty and papa and everybody and tell them, neighbor and friend, climb on board, because tonight, if all you think that the very thing was stink, what chance see Mark tonight? All you want Mark? We go bust Mark tonight. All you vote for this? We go find out. Share up the video there. Let people know we here. Let them know we outside. I have to go and bring Western Rollins. It's only Crow could say it. I can't say it. I not black. Or I not black enough. My great-grandfather on my mother's side come from Africa, but fire truck that. I still not black enough and my hair not straight. So I can't say it. Let Crow tell all you.
Your daughter might have to work in this man's office. Then imagine this sex silver-headed test. 12 fingers under your daughter's dress. Me a saying that Patrick should have win sack, but even Jim Baker would have been better. All the women who went begging the other day about this Mr. Way, all you have to say concerning this thing, all the silent and talking peace. So the office girls must be at the mercy of this beast. He was charged, so whether it is false or true, I'm concerned because I have a daughter too. I'm talking from my heart, I'm telling you. Black man, all you look for that.
All you think Rowley black? Blackest man in the land? Wait the man. Let me see who win. When Red and Ready win in 2015. You think all you win? All you think all you win, eh? We red and we ready. All you chanting down Babylon. Busting up Philip Alexander. Eh? Philip not black and he jamming Rowley. Come and see who really win. When Red and Ready win, in 2015. Spread the word now, man. Call out people. Let them know we here.
Tobago, I was really annoyed with you. But I realized all you here gets two. Who would have believed both of them with the side with Bande and live away Tobago's best holiday. They two go and sit down on the wrong table and then look for the best for the whole Tobago people. But all you cannot quarrel, all you cannot fret. That's where you are for. That's the way you get. We still love Nelson and Calypso Rose. The world know we honestly recognize those. Why you're a great footballer with Aston Villa. We always show love and respect to that fella. But all you smile when Robbie married to Pande. I hope all you understand where Sad Maharaj say. If he thought I marry a black man,
All you think, all you know what's going on.
all you look for that.
Wheel that out and come again. Let me talk. Saturday coming, we go in Mamaral. We announced we go in Mamaral 3 weeks ago. All of a sudden, Mamaral come out, jump out themselves. I still never went Mamaral in my life. This could be the first time and I'm happy to come. Mamaral, let me tell all you, every community that we go to treat we nice. Barakpo, curry duck for we, so I'm looking for things. But hear this now. Mamaral burning up the roads, what left of the roads because the roads impassable. Mamaral can't get roads for the people to drive on. Only big truck passing through. Somebody tell me, Philip, check this. And you see, when I get a check this, I just have to read. So, Kitos. Oh, you hear this one, eh? Hear this one. Mamaral can't get roads. I pick Mamaral. Everybody can't get roads. But let me pick Mamaral. Because Mamaral can't get roads. We went Barakpo. Barakpo can't get roads. Oh my God, we went Point 14. Point 14 can't get roads. But hear this. So, Kit, tell us how a multi-million-dollar road was built for the CEO of AV Drilling in Maruga. It was about 7 kilometers, so he can access one of his drilling sites. The cost of the road is about $25 million on an empty treasury. Smartly placed. This is a private road. This is a private road like Landate in Tobago. Hear me? This is a private road. Like how the JSC say they can't investigate. They can't convene to talk about A&V because A&V daughter in the Senate. All you know what's going on. It is time for Trinidadians and Tobagonians to take back the country. You see all this fire truckery? We point it out in the public space. Tell us how it was placed under the Rural Development Corporation. How Calco of all people get the contract to build it. Keith Rowley, we want to know, did the Rural Development Company give a contract to Calco to build a private road to Maruga for AV drilling? Just tell me that. Tell me that one. Crow, crow. Crow, crow, get a speed up. So that's one. That's one. Kid Rowley, tell me that one. But that is not the real thing. I get all kind of things tonight. This is what we get, right? Public auction sale. Saturday 7th. Well, you hear the music? Slinger Francisco, Sparrow. Yeah, bring me cup.
You're intelligent, I think, and you should face issue. But behaving like a moron, cussing me for way I born, but you pipe me hand no water. You pay too much for butter. Take you Stevie, man.
You pipe and no water.
The terrible school system.
Terrible school system. It's a bloody problem. The 30 years ago, agriculture in a state. Food production inadequate. 30 years ago.
The northern and southern idol, the two kingpins are bubble. We know, we like it so.
The northern and southern idols, the two kingpin are bubble. We know, we like it so. You know we're talking about PNM and UNC. Let me jump in this one. Carlton Savannah. Arthur Lockjack, jump out yourself. Tell me, What went on with Carlton Savannah? Or you want to stick up in? Let me fast forward. Press fast forward. Carlton Savannah having an auction. It is Saturday, September 23rd and 30th, 2017, 11 a.m. each day at Carlton Savannah Hotel. But the reason for reading this is because it is our clients, Superior Hotels Trinidad and Tobago Limited, having recently acquired the property known as the Carlton Savannah Hotel. Well, when I read that, and I know that FCB holding $100+ million in paper, that Carlton Savannah in receivership. You hear me? It's in receivership. So I got this today and it caught my eye. As I know, Carlton Savannah has been in receivership for some years by FCB with a sale price of $100+ million. I was curious as to who is Superior Hotels Trinidad. I just did a search and I see the registered address is Trade Zone and that it was incorporated 30th of October 2015, immediately after the last general election. There's also a company called Superior Hotels South Park of the same address, registered 20th July 2016, and Superior Hotel Holdings of the same address, also registered 20 July 2016. Now, Trade Zone, Rahal Group of Companies. South Park, Rahal Group of Companies. Superior Hotels, then, I have to assume, is the Rahal Group of Companies. And I want to know, and I am asking Trinidad and Tobago to ask this question for me, of FCB. How much did the Rahal Group of Companies pay for Carlton Savannah? That should be public information. And I would like that information to come out in the public space. Because we're busting up thing. And we want to know what transpired in that transaction. Did First Citizens Bank write off Trinidad money, or did we make a profit? What was the deal? How did Rahal come to know that he could acquire 2 weeks after general election when Red and Ready win? And I want to know. And I ask him. And I ask him because a Syrian sweetheart see me in the mall and she said, Philip, stop giving Syrian lash. I says, not Syrian I giving lash. It's Syrian people who have questions to answer I giving lash. I am an equal opportunity offender, a one-man army. But once you're outside there, we had to ask questions. So Rahal, tell the nation how much you paid for Carlton Savannah. How much did you pay to First Citizens Bank FCB for Carlton Savannah? The people need to know. Before the auction, tell us before the auction. Don't sell and divest nothing. Because we need to know what exactly transpired there. Like when Emil Elias took $145 million of Trinidad and Tobago dollars vested in TSTT and bought Massey Communications, a flip-flop fly-by-night company, that they worth 10% of that. And he had the brass balls to tell people that he don't answer to nobody. Trinidad mad. Trinidad mad. You know why it's mad? Because all you think, these little servants, all your elected office, all these little fly-by-night office holders, you all think them is royalty. If you knew your power, if you understood your power, none of this shit would be going on. If you knew your power, we wouldn't be having to do this at night. If you knew your power, you see, in the Philippines, they just fire the whole police force. They fire all. And we might have to go there. We might have to go there. We might have to fire our entire police force and start over. Undo and redo mean fire all. Yes, not all corrupt. But yesterday, they arrested 2 and some other people transporting drugs and guns. And I'm trying to read some information for you that in the public space, 30 years now, saying police running drugs from Cedros. So if it is the police service running drugs from Cedros, well, why are we pretending to be a country ruled by law? Why are we pretending to be a country ruled by law? And somebody needs to say, what exactly is the role of the Trinidad and Tobago police service in this country? Because if it is badge-wearing, state-sponsored bullies, that is unacceptable. Time to stop all that bullshit now. Time to put some of them same police under the same cosh they put in other people under. Time to shine a bright light. Because questions have to be asked. Questions have to be asked. Starting with, where in the world is Stephen Williams? Is he on pre-retirement leave? Where is he? Why are we hearing nothing from Stephen Williams and the nation awash in blood? You could imagine if Silk Drawers and Mugabe were still in opposition and Kamala was prime minister and all this murder taking place. Boy, they'd have Fazir and Hema tired. They'd be playing musical chairs. If the government cannot put a handle on crime, the government has failed. That is what Christopher Mugabe, Sabga Rowley told the nation. The government must accept responsibility. That is what he said. He said that. He said that.
Us, those of us who were here, because those of us who on trial.
You need to hear him say this.
The PNM is on trial. Listen, the PNM is on trial. The PNM is on trial. The PNM is on trial.
Say it so many times, Peter. Here, I want him and his bandit clan to face court. I want to tell you why. Something going on in this country that we need to ask questions. When somebody, and I don't know who, some Big Stones police officer, and we had to find out who had this authority, and fire this man. The man who sent 10 jeep load for chunky fat boy Anand Ramlogan, fired that police officer. Because Anand Ramlogan can't outrun his child. So what did you need 10 jeep load of police for? And you see, whoever is the police officer who sent them there, fire him. You know what he just did? He wasted taxpayers' money. Because every one of those jeeps and every police officer sitting in one of them jeeps came at a cost to taxpayers. Put that son of a bitch on a platform and let him explain on what did he make the judgment call to send 10 jeep loads of police to pick up a chunky Anand Ramlogan. What was Anand going to do? Open fire like Al Pacino in Scarface? What were you expecting? Justify the actions. Justify the actions, because if for a second it looks like you all have erased and blurred the separation of powers that the supreme law, the Constitution of the Republic enshrines, some of you all have to get charged. Some of you all have to get prosecuted. This is a nation ruled by law. It exists because of a supreme law, the Constitution of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. Every one of you that have a public office because of two things: that document and the people that pay you. And it is time the tail stop wagging the dog. Whoever made the decision to send 10 jeep load to lock up Anand Ramlogan have to justify that decision. Because a phone call would have bring Anand in. Anand is an ex-attorney general. But if for a second you thought Anand was trouble, why would you need 10? What was the thought process? What was that meeting like? Let me send 4. Let me send 4. We'll block him here, there, in case he start to run. Because everybody know Anand is Usain Bolt, right? But forget that. How did you reach 10? How did it say 10? Who suggested 10? Who agreed? Fire all of them. Fire all of them. Where's the Commissioner of Police to ask those questions? Our Commissioner of Police needs firing now. He needs firing. Clearly, he cannot do his job. 7,000 gun license application sitting on his desk years now. He can't process it. He can't deal with it. He doesn't know how to say, I can't handle it. Fire him. Fire Stephen Williams. Fire him. Fire him for not sending a message to whoever is in charge of the police service in his absence to ask, how did you send the riot squad behind Ian Allen? What was he thinking? Ian was going to scratch them and pull the hair. You send the riot squad? What was Ian going to do? Give them weaves and perms, a manicure? What were you expecting from Ian Allen that you had to go with the riot freaking squad? What was the cost to that? And was that a political message? Was that a paid political announcement using the separate and independent Trinidad and Tobago Police Service? Who gave that instruction? Fire that man. suspend and investigate every single officer there who's supposed to know the law. And if you don't know the law, how are you enforcing the bloody law? How? How are you enforcing the law? And from what I understand, all you break down the door and held people hostage with a fake or fraudulent warrant. Because from the minute it was not correct, and if that is true, you're in trouble. If that is true, you're in trouble. You could be charged with breaking and entering and kidnapping, holding for ransom. This is a serious, serious situation. But if I tell you, that is not the worst of it yet. That is not the worst of it yet. I want to show you the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service on trial tonight. And we have to ask questions. What we really doing? What we really doing? We're spending $10 billion this year on a Ministry of National Security and a police service. $10 billion. Here I'm telling you, $10,000 million we spending this year for that. Mark Bassant. Mark Bassant said under oath to the Joint Select Committee on Ferrygate, he said somebody representing a senior government official offered him a 6-figure bribe to kill the story. That is the same exact thing. In fact, you have more information now than you had when you sent 10 jeepload of police to arrest Annan. Because Annan and David West is still a he say. You have zero evidence. And you know you have zero evidence. If Annan asks Gary to find out from West, if he do what he asks him, Annan never told Gary, and this is what I was told by Gary, so that Gary didn't know what Annan was asking about. So if it is a he say, and you could send 10 jeepload of police, how come after Mark Bassant came off live, you didn't have police there to ask him for the name of the briber and the person on whose behalf the bribe was being made, to go and arrest them for attempting to pervert the course of justice? How come? How come? How come? How come on Mark Bassant's testimony, evidence under oath, you've not arrested and charged briber, whoever she was representing, her and him? Why haven't you done that yet, Stephen Williams? And if that was the worst, we could stop. But it's not. A public company, duly audited, has said that a company operating under contract has stolen $88 million from the people of Trinidad and Tobago. And you didn't send the fraud squad to get those documents and arrest that man yet? But stick a pin there. Stick a pin right there. That man jump in his car to bounce down media, pelt bottle and big stone behind other media, send his henchmen to beat a journalist, and you ain't lock up all of them yet for grievous or bodily assault and battery? So what is going on in this country? What do the big shots have to do for the police to lock them up too? Or is it only games the police service interested in playing now? Because we have to ask this question, and I am asking this question on behalf of all of the hard-working, decent, law-abiding police officers of the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service who are being made to look bad. I have been told police just quit the work and leave. They say, brother, I prefer to get out of there before them give me some case or kill me, because I'm not doing what them doing. The people of Trinidad and Tobago who hearing this and who reading this is not about all of we bad talking, you know. This is about all of us taking action according to the Constitution of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. It is time to vote this government out, and it is time to vote a government into power that will address all of this, starting with the undo and the redo of the systems of justice and law enforcement in this country, because they're not working. Trillions of dollars have been stolen, and not one single person from the rogues gallery has ever been brought to justice. Nobody has asked Lawrence Dupre a question. The fully capitalized total value of his company, $25 billion, was missing. Gita Sakal wrote herself as company secretary on a public company. $25 million. And nobody asked her a question yet. What it is going on in the Chantabago Police Service? When Kamala Persad Bissessar fired Herbert Volney for misbehaving in public office, for perverting the parliament, and he admitted that he did it, why the police didn't arrest him? It's not between Kamala and Volney. The parliament doesn't have prosecutorial powers. She accused, he admit and apologize, a criminal act has taken place. Misbehavior in public office. Herbert Volney all over Trinidad right now talking a crocus bag of pure, unmitigated, unadulterated bullshit like he is somebody political leader when his one stint, his half a term in parliament, he used it to pervert parliament and misbehave in public office. Now who voting for freaking that? And forget that, because they have stupid people in this country. But where is the police? Because misbehavior in public office is what you just charge and with. So what is going on? What is going on? When Ramesh penned that document for Nazim Bash to sign, yes, I know I pelt stone and bottle behind the people, but it was on my land. You show me where in the law it says that you could pelt stone and bottle at people. And TB6 wasn't on your land. They were on the public road. And you admitted to it. Where the police? Where the police? People want to know why this country, how it is, why people doing what they want, why it is the Royal Imperial Majestic Banana Republic of do what the hell you like land, because they have too many people in public authority, in court and police service, and doing what the hell they want. This is not how the country was supposed to be run. To the average person trying to toe the line. A small man put out a video yesterday. He said if everybody doing crime, how you can expect the hard-working people, if the people on top doing crime and the people below doing crime? Oh, Jesus Christ, man. And that's for Nirma Gokul or Nirmala Gokul or whoever following me and telling me all this bullshit she's want to be telling me about she following Pandey and Pandey is she God. Listen, you live in a country ruled by law. That law is supposed to be the same law for what is rich man, poor man, beggar man, thief, doctor, lawyer, Indian chief, everybody. Everybody, same law. In the United States of America, they passed a law to put a video camera facing forward in every patrol squad car. That video camera, the police officer driving the car has no access or control of that. In fact, if he tampers with that in any way, it is a serious criminal offense. He is going to be prosecuted. He will lose his job and his pension. They don't play the ass with that. At the end of the shift commander downloads all the information from your camera for the 8 hours of your shift and saves it. If ever a claim is made against you, they're going to access that and see what you did. They don't need your information because this now, chain of custody, they know who had it, when it was, and how it was done, boom. It's dated and secured. You know what it's for? It's for when he pull over a car and he don't know if it's a black man, a white man, a small man, or a big man in that car. He don't know if it's a big shot or if it's a no area. But he know that everything that he does is being recorded by a camera. He can't make an arrest outside of the view of the camera. That's the law. He has to do it in the full glare of the camera, lights on, so that they could see and they could hear what he did and what he said. Because police is not law unto themselves. Police is a tool. Police is a function of law enforcement. And you need to understand that. A police officer is doing a job. The laws exist. If somebody breaks the law, the police officer is supposed to enforce the law. But those are the parameters of his job. He don't get to make up the law, and he don't get to decide what he want to do. And in this country, the absence of a real internal affairs division and a properly operational Trinidad and Tobago police service allowing anything to happen. But that have to done, because every single thing that's not working in this country have to be working. We have to fix it. We need the same law, equality of justice for all. One law for each. The same law. Here, every creed and race finds an equal place. What do you all think that means? Or as Kurt Allen say, here every creed and race find a whining space. Because it seems that is all we're interested in. Everybody have a police partner. You see all this bullshit, let me tell you. We saw Banana Republic, it stink. We saw Banana Republic, it nasty. If, last night people telling me, but this country like Mexico and Colombia, you have a marked police jeep transporting drugs and illegal guns. With police officers. It's like the illegal drugs and guns get a police escort. Watch that, man. How will you feel knowing, and to the rest of the boys and girls in blue, you all should stand up and protest and call for proper internal affairs investigations. You all should stand up. Let me tell you something. I know it's fair for all your life because all you see what I don't see. And all you see it up close. All you see it up close. But we need a better run country. This country is run like a Mickey Mouse game. This country is a joke. Your prime minister is an ass. His entire cabinet is a clunker of fools. The opposition is punch drunk, drunk and dumb. They have nothing in the opposition for you. Them straining. You ever see dogs on a leash straining to get away? Like the treasury they want. They come to serve you. They know what they leave behind. They know what they leave behind. When you really think about what happened in one Alexandra Place between Chandra Sharma and Faris Al-Rawi, just that, just Milshirv in Tobago, just those things should tell you how broken and disgusting this country is. You have a nation where the Commissioner of Prisons told the government that the Justice on Time contract given to Mikey Aboud and Amalgamated Security is a waste of time. They do not need it. They don't know who approved it. That it would be better if they do teleconferencing from inside the prison or build courts outside. They will save hundreds of millions of dollars and stop having to run people off the road with siren in the morning and the evening, transporting prisoners to court. We are living in a country that is deliberately set up to fail. It is set up to fail, and we are not here to tell you, let business as usual continue. You have to decide for yourself what kind of country you want to live in, or pack your freaking clothes. Listen, pack. If you want to get on a pirogue, go Venezuela. Venezuela not worse than here. No, at least in Venezuela, you know who the bandits is. You have a better shot. Don't let nobody fool you. Don't let nobody fool you. There's 38 million people in Venezuela. We have one. We have 1 million people here. We have people in this country. A young girl went to make a police report and the sergeant in the station raped her. He just make a jail for that. 25 years, they think. 17 years, I can't remember how long. This is a mad-ass nation. And the people who stand up, it's easy to dirty their name. It's easy to dirty their name because that's the game we just play. That's the game we just play. And that's why, you know, people just tell me, Philip, leave your detractors alone. And I don't want to call out and put Bumpy Head Hannes on blast, but Bumpy Head Hannes from Ernst & Young is a jackass. He is an ass sniffer. He looking for props and pips and position in life by who he know and who he could lean up against. Dating a next man wife, Bumpy Head Hannes from Ernst & Young. When you all hear me went up against Catherine Stallmeyer White, some of you all, especially people in the white community, you were gassed. But she could say what the hell she want and fool all you, but she not fooling me. And she's certainly not putting God out her thoughts and attacking me. We have to be open and honest in this country right now. When you see people attacking other people, ask them, what's your agenda? Nasty, dirty porn star, Samson Anton. Find out what was Samson Anton's agenda. Samson Anton, who never spent 5 cents to see her aunt dance, much less give poor people money, attacked me, and the only way he could attack me is to attack the Jericho Project that helping orphans, disabled, and homeless people. And I had to just take that, boy. But I told Samson, because I had to write that same son of a bitch. I had to write my same abuser every day. He used to call himself Sabga Outside Child. Jackass that he is. And I had to write him because he was the head of news of CNC3. And ask him for a copy of the tape. My lawyers want a copy of the tape. And he refused to give us. He refused to give us stink and dirty porn star Samson Anton. But CNC3 going to close down. Today somebody write, if the Guardian get any smaller, it will become a comic book. I say become? It's a comic book years now. It's a comic book years now. Certain people know the end and they don't turn to the back of the page. And just now people like Samson Anton and Shelly Das go find their ass out in the street. Where the real world is. And all the shit that you help cover up and advance to your own demise will bite you in your ass. There are certain people, when they get sick and end up in the public hospital and bawling, I don't feel for them. You cut that road. You cut it. And I have to tell you, I will stand up and defend myself against not little small fry attackers like Corned Beef Man and his religious TV station. If it wasn't for poor Muslim people, nobody know Corned Beef Man. He's still hustling questionable parts and used car down in the bamboo. That is his claim to fame. But he found out that he could climb up on Muslim people back and use them as an attention grabber. There's his soapbox. Corned Beef Man. Selling corned beef. Jokers. And they thought, it's like you just think, they thought that they would have this say forever. That at some point, the balance of power wouldn't switch. That it wouldn't shift in my favor. That I wouldn't get a soapbox. But Samson, you had to know. A brighter, more eloquent, better looking. You had to know at some point life would deliver. Karma is not an Indian sweetie. You had to know at some point it would swing back. It'll swing back. And to those who don't want a prime minister, who have the balls to stand up for himself and call it like it is, don't vote for me. Take your convenient lies. You're voting for that 55 years. Ain't you red and ready? How much are all of that falling on your table? How much? How much when Yellow and Steady was in office? You get a box drain in 10 days and you think you're rich? In a country where the average person's supposed to be worth $1 million. You get a box drain in 10 days. And you're saying, nah, Indian time now. I remember the jackass the night in 2010 when the UNC had win and says, we time now. So for all them UNC people, like Alan Karim and the rest of the jackass bunch, that they still can't come out and call themselves UNC. They have to call themselves all kind of other names, like kick out the PNM and all that stupidness. They still have to play hide and seek. They have to hide behind Marcia Brave Boy, a Grenadian journalist. Let me leave Marcia alone. Marcia done hanging by a thread. But they can't even say that they really vex with Shamfa. Roma Gill. They can't vex with Roma for saying it's we time now because all you say it when all you was in power. It's a game all you just play. All you just play the ass with people. All you just play the ass. We time now, we time now. You know who time it has never been? The people of Trinidad and Tobago. The people of Trinidad and Tobago have never had a time yet. Black people, Indian people, Syrian people, Chinese people, white people, brown people, green people, all the people of this country has suffered. The people who have political access, who are part of the power structure and the bandit clan, they make off fabulously. They pose in. We're in the front pew. Watch we. Look at Charan. I put them in school in London. I watch your post today. And I know a whole company, all your teeth. and you're posting about your children in London. I will leave that alone. But I know you watch my videos, and I want you to know, hypocrisy don't wash with me. I remember a man, his father dead, was in drugs, and he come to me and he said, Philip, what I should do, boy? I said, give away all the money to the drug rehab center and start your life over. Trinidad has never had a government of the people, for the people, by the people. We've had pretenders, mocking pretenders, bandits, cancerous, corrupt empires that have come to advantage you, have come to take your children's future and to consign you to the sunset of your years when you are least able to defend or protect yourself, to live in fear. There is nobody in this country, nobody, I don't care how rich you are, nobody in this country feels safe tonight. Nobody. The wolf all over the place now, biting. I used to tell people they have a storm coming, the rain drizzling. Oh, they're not feeling it. Oh, they're not feeling it. And it is the stupid, it is the inane, the intellectually bankrupt that come to you and tell you that this is normal. Look at flood in Houston, so why we can't flood? It flooded in Houston because Houston got in one morning more rain than we get in a year and a half. So yes, it would flood. When we flood, we get a thimble full of rain that has nowhere to go. Our flood is a different kind of flood. Our flood is people abuse. So you have to decide. You have to decide. You have to decide. Am I going to continue being bullshitted by Kamala and the Yellow Steady crew, or bullshitted by Rowley and the Red and Ready bunch? Do I continue to be a jackass for the bandit clan, the business class, the unethical professionals, and the corrupt politicians? Do I continue to make myself a fool for 5 minutes every 5 years and vote my abuser into power? Do I do that? Or do I finally shake it off? Do I finally stand up and say, you know what? That's it. That's it. Because I want to tell you something. Somebody asked me today, they have a few elites in this country that will make it difficult for you all if you get into power. And I explained to that person quite candidly, there is a special kind of brand of pepper sauce just for that. This ain't no fool. This ain't no fool. I know this is not a street fight. You don't worry. I grew up with these people. I know them and I know what they're capable of. Big Head watched 2 episodes of The Godfather and be posing like he's Al Pacino. I know them. I know what they're capable of. I know what they're capable of. But as Bob Marley say, none but ourselves can free our minds. You are a prisoner of your mind if you believe that the UNC has anything for you but abuse. And you are a prisoner of your mind if you think that the PNM gives a fire truck or shit about what your children eat today. You're a prisoner of your mind. And worse, you're a prisoner of circumstances because you can't change jobs. You can't own a home. You can't fall sick. All of these things are beyond your means. Because if you draw the short straw and somebody in your family get that cancer diagnosis, well, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. And if you don't want to believe me, go to the hospital in St. James and watch them on a Tuesday and a Thursday. Sitting down, children and parents, people who think themselves, we as people in society. Watch them waiting 3, 4, 5 hours to find out if by chance the medication there and their family member name calling. People sitting down, you're watching your mother and your father and your child sit down there in pain, suffering. And you want to cuss. You want to pull out your cell phone and film everybody. Watch what's going on here. Too late. We're showing that video 10 years now. That's our whole show. But you was jamming and you was winding back. And when the wolf reached your door, the wolf is not just the bandit, you know. The wolf is, you lost your work. You lost your work and you can't meet the rent. And the first month, the man tell you, well. The second month is, well, boy. The third month is, hey, I had to live too. If you can't pay me, you had to go. So you go by your mother and your father, but they're living on a pension. And they can't help you because that pension barely paid utilities, rent, and medication. They're lucky if they save food this month. The wolf is a diagnosis. When the doctor tells you that pain in your shoulder, that's cancer. That's cancer. It manifests as a pain in your shoulder. And there's a treatment, there's a regime of treatment. Things are going to deteriorate. I want to tell you how it's going to deteriorate, and I want you to understand, and this is what's going to cost you, and this is what you need to do. And it dawns on you that this jackass Philip Alexander and all this shit he's been talking all these years, it's true. Because you have to go and sit down in the general hospital. Or worse, you get a call, it's 3 o'clock in the morning, and a loved one was in an accident and they were lucky. An ambulance reached and picked them up while they're still alive. So now you're sitting down in casualty, a security guard watching you with a beast face. You're watching your loved one on a gurney, and nobody come in. Nobody come in. Your child didn't pass for a prestige school. So he going to a not prestige school, and you're watching your gold bead. This is the love of your life, your heart, your beating heart is your child. But he going to a school that's not prestige. And the first day he come home rumpled up and bleeding. You realize they have no supervision in the school. So you go down there in a hot mess because you want to make a big noise. And the principal tell you, join the line. They have students beating teachers in here. And you asking yourself right there and then, but how the hell this could be how this country is run? Somebody should have fixed this long time ago. Somebody is you. Somebody is you. You get a bill from TNTech. It's a ridiculous bill. So you're going in by TNTech and you tell them, this is not my bill. And they're telling you, prove it. So while that argument going on, they come and cut your electricity. And all your food spoiling while you and TNTech fighting. And you saying, I go in and report all you. Report who to who? Who you going by? Who you going by? A man bounce you. You make a police report, but the police is that man partner. And they lost the report when your insurance company wanted. And your insurance company tell you, well, the insurance company, and they know that the insurance company he insured with, he is $25 a year. It's called bounce and lose. He have no insurance. Everybody know he have no insurance. The fact that that insurance company is allowed to exist means somebody taking a bribe, but forget that. You have no insurance, so you lose your no-claim bonus because we had to charge you. And you saying to yourself, this can't be how this country works. Cannot be. It cannot be that the government could decide to add one more tax on you and you already stretched too thin. You cannot deal with one more tax. If they put a property tax on your house, you cannot pay it. There is no way. You will have to start selling bodily fluids or body parts and nobody is listening. You go to your member of parliament and you say, I bought this house in Shorelands because of that convention that nobody could build 35 feet above. But your member of parliament is Keith stinking dirty Rowley who says, fireburn you because you have voted me into power. So let them get the renaissance. And you're telling yourself, when you're watching them lower the man in the ground, and you know the distress that Patrick Manning put this country under with his cult of personality and the banditry that was allowed to run wild under him. I mean, his campaign manager used to meet regularly with the gang leaders in this country. When they're lowering Patrick Manning's stink and dirty corpse in the ground, you're hearing people talking about inter him in the cathedral. And you want to cuss, stink, because that can't be this country. That can't be this country. You need to purchase whatever, and you go to the bank for 250 US. The bank manager tell you, bring a ticket. Your airline ticket. Tell me where you're traveling. And you cuss in the bank, and the security guard pay out. So you say you want to report them to somebody. Who? You call up Ian Allen. Where you going? And you're telling yourself, this country can't be run so bad. It can't be run so bad. They have people who, somebody come and build a development next to them and turn off the drains. So now when rain fall, it washing down the mountain and flooding inside the house. So they call the police, and the police say, but that man is a big shot, or they better just sell out to him and move. And you say to yourself, this can't be how this country running. And I'm going to the member of parliament. And you go to the member of parliament and you find out the member of parliament getting nice big donations from this same man come election time. And he telling you the same thing. Look, you can't fight here. You might as well just sell out and leave. And it dawns on you then that your child on the gurney, your mother sit down waiting for that cancer treatment. It dawns on you while the flood waters and the mud running through your house. It dawns on you while you're sitting down in darkness and your meat spoiling in your little 2x4 fridge that courts want to come and pick up. It dawns on you when the government passes another law and another tax that literally breaks you. It dawns on you to hear a child cry on the phone that they're going to put them out of the university because that money overdue to pay and you can't get US. It dawns on you then that nothing works for you. That everything that you've been told is a lie. That the public service in this country is a fraud and a means to corruption. It dawns on you that our education system is $5 billion of theft every single year, and that our health sector delivers death one patient at a time. It dawns on you that government and opposition and all the main magical public offices that you thought you would pick up the phone and call when the wolf reached your door, it dawns on you then that they don't work for you. They don't care about you. And you think, I gotta run a barbecue. I gotta sell barbecue tickets. And they don't have enough barbecue tickets in the world to cover your medical expense for your child. They don't have enough. They don't have enough barbecue tickets in the world. The wolf of discontent, of disease, of despair, that wolf, he visits everybody. You don't know when your number going to call. But the state is supposed to be the crucible that protects you when you fall. The state is supposed to say, rock back. We will put you back up to stand up. We will help you. You've lost your job. It is in our best interest that you be working. No, we will not tax your primary residence. We believe that every Trinidadian and Tobagonian should be a homeowner. Yes, we will secure you. We will put police officers in your community 24/7. Yes, we will shut down the drug trade and the gun trade. And yes, we will put all those drug barons behind bars who ain't get to flee in time. Yes, we will go after all of those people who stole all of that money from your healthcare and education system and bring it back and bill it back. So you get education that works and healthcare that delivers. Yes, that's what government is for. That's why you vote these people into blue lights and pass through the traffic. That's why you vote them into Nice Life and Dinner by Hyatt. You do that, you vote them into that, so that when you in a jam, you could turn to them. So you get to decide. You get to decide what you do with your vote next time my election come around. Because what passing for a police service in this country needs to be undone and redone. The courts, the system of justice, failing, undo it and redo it. What's going on in the parliament is a joke. Undo it, redo it. The public sector, licensing office, the hospitals, education, a big running joke, and the joke's on you. The punchline is when the wolf reach your door, they have nothing for you.
Your vote will decide our destiny. Your vote will decide what you want to be. Your vote can foretell our country's fate. One using well before it's late. If it is that who you're voting,
Fail beyond a doubt. When you're voting, vote them out.
if it is the proven,
To be only full of mouth. When you're voting, vote them out.
if it is the time is now that
Change should come about.
just as how you vote them in,
Vote them out.
register and vote them out. If they can see,
Vote them out.
take your finger and
Vote them out.
show them no mercy.
Vote them out.
Vote them out with total scorn and utter disdain.
Let's put our country together again. Vote them out and terminate their reign.
Let's put our country together again.
Faris Al-Rawi and his family broke 6 laws. The army did an investigation and they turned out to be liars. They pinned the blame on a man that wasn't even there. The chief of defense staff should have been arrested and charged. Where is the commissioner of police? Where is the investigation into Faris Al-Rawi 2 children? Where is the children's authority to take those 2 children from Faris and the family if they end up on a guns in an army camp with guns without parental supervision? Where is the police? Where is the commissioner of police? This man has questions to answer. Thank you, Shada. I'm still talking though. Shada's harassed me about my singing. But we will deal with that. Kamala have answers for questions. She didn't have the question when she was in government.
If for 30 years you voting them in, and there's only chance as soon as they win, they give you big words and enslave your soul, promising you roads and giving potholes. If they are the reason why the economy won't sprout,
When you're voting,
if it is the passing laws that them alone can flout, when you're voting, vote them out. If it is the building ISAs, east, west, north, and south, the same way you vote them in, vote them out.
the Progressive Empowerment Party will be in Mamoral this Saturday at 6 o'clock. If you want a better country, this work that we are doing is an escalation of effort. It is momentum. You need to come on board. You need to be part of this train. You need to join the Orange Army. You need to be a member of the Orange Revolution that sweeps this bandit clan from power. We must wash away the orange, the yellow and the red and paint this tongue orange. You must make yourself available to serve. Like this week here, tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, they are packing barrels to ship to Dominica. The Progressive Empowerment Party has involved itself in sending relief supplies to our brothers and sisters in Dominica who has lost everything. And I tell people all the time, don't wait for what happened in Mexico to happen in Trinidad. Don't wait for our capital city to turn to powder and dust. Don't wait for a hurricane to pass through this country and destroy everything. Because when I tell you, it destroys everything. And there is nothing. There is nothing. There's no food, water, toilet paper. You can't make a phone call and call Pizza Boys. It's done. It's undo and redo for real then. Don't wait till then for you to think that maybe people should help us because we used to help them. Step up. We need volunteers at 19 Stanmore Avenue from 12 to 3, tomorrow, Friday, Saturday. If you have the time, Come and help them. Do something nice for our neighbors in need. Also, constituency executives in the constituencies that are not yet represented on that board. We need a member for Tobago West. If you are in Tobago West and you have belly, balls, and backbone, because we're going to stand up against the PNM in Tobago. If you have belly, balls, and backbone, get in touch with Ken Biscom or Sharina on the thread and tell them, I would like to be a part of Tobago West and all the other constituencies in the country. We're building from the ground up so we can fix the country from the top down. You need to be a part of your own rescue. This is not something where you sit on your hand and hope somebody save you. You have to be part of the team. This is a team effort. peptrinbago@gmail.com. That is our email address. Send us an email tonight. Send us an email with your name, your email address, your phone number, and if you could, your constituency. If you want, share with us your area of expertise. And it doesn't have to just be something that you have a degree in. It could be something that you like doing or you know that you would like to volunteer to do. Come on board and help build the real answer. Come on board and be a part of the solution to the problems that are the PNM and the UNC. Come and be a part of the cure to the cancer that is red and ready and yellow and steady. Come and join with your brothers and sisters in the Progressive Empowerment Party and help us put this nation back together again. Yes, Trinidad and Tobago was made to be a paradise on earth, but for some vultures and kobos and hyenas, and we need to get rid of all of them. And if you want that for yourself, your family, your loved ones, your children, if you want a better future for Trinidad and Tobago, if you believe and you dare to dream of a nation that could work where every creed and race could really find an equal place, come and join with us. We meet this Saturday at 6 in Mamaral. Looking forward to seeing all of you. Until I speak to you again, until we talk, stay safe, Trinidad and Tobago.